Mr. Sargent here, and today's video is a little different. Today we're going to focus on your story. Now, if you're having a tough time writing a story, I don't want you to worry, because I know you can do it. And if Mr. Sargent can do it, so can you. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I've done is, with the help of the class yesterday, I've written my own story. Now, I want to show you today how the story can look, how it can transition from beginning, middle, and to end, and I want to have some fun with this story because what I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to show you my story. Now, as you see this story, what I want you to notice is a few things. One, I want you to notice the characters. Some pretty interesting characters in the story. The importance of the setting. I want you to notice the beginning, middle, and end, and I want you to notice if there's a lesson in our story. So, what we're going to do is sit back today, today's an easy day, and take a look at our story. Sarge the Sinister learns a lesson. Sarge the Sinister learns a lesson. Hello there. It is I, Sarge the Sinister, here today with a scary tale of mystery and wonder. This story will hopefully teach you a lesson. It all started one day when I was just walking down the street of my favorite city, minding my own business, when all of a sudden I was attacked by a hideous creature, a baby. This baby smelled like powder and began giggling and laughing at me. How dare this creature laugh at me? So I took its blankie and bottle, laughing all the time. The creature began to cry. The more it cried, the happier I got. Then all of a sudden I had to quickly run away because the creature's mom began to chase me and attack me for no reason. After I got away, I had to sit for a while to catch my breath. While sitting on a bench, a geriatric fossil began to talk to me. This dinosaur tried saying so many different things to me, telling me stories of when he was a kid and how things used to be. I really did not want to hear it anymore. So I took his cane and began to run away. But just when I began to run away, a bolt of light came down to the earth, and the earth shook. The old man became a wizard. He said, "Sarge the Sinister, it is time for you to learn a lesson." Then he tapped me with his cane. Nothing happened. I walked off just shaking my head. First, I am not scared of this old man. Second, what lesson do I have to learn? I woke up the next morning and felt great. Well, maybe a little gassy, but great. So I went to the bathroom, and when I glanced in the mirror, to my surprise, I was turned into the most hideous creature of all time. A baby. What was this horror? I ran out of my house, up to someone for help. I explained to them the situation, but all they did was make weird faces and shake their keys at me. And see, goo goo gaga, what? It's almost like they didn't understand me. Why was this happening to me? So I crawled off to find a solution. When I got home, I looked into the mirror and I noticed something else was different. Instead of a baby, I had turned into an old man. Though not ideal, I will at least be able to talk to people and tell them the situation. So I walked downstairs and began to tell as many people as I could. But the people looked at me like I was crazy. They said, "It will be okay, Grandpa." And they kind of laughed at me. No one listened to me when I was a baby or when I was an old man. I then realized that how I had treated the baby and the old man was wrong. I knew now that I needed to be nicer to the elderly and to the babies. Just then, I began to feel different. I bolted to the window. I bolted to the mirror, and guess what? I was back to my old self again. Now, I promised after that I'd be nicer to them. But for the rest of you, watch out. Now, if you notice here, this was just a fun story with a little bit of a lesson there too. And the stories don't have to be that hard. We actually wrote this story yesterday in class. Now, some things that I want you to see and things that I want you to do in your story is, one, have fun with it. You can create a character. My character in our story is not a hero, is he? He is a villain. And what we did was we took the perspective of a villain and kind of made it first person. So when we're telling the story, it's the villain telling the story. And another thing too, ladies and gentlemen, take your time with it. If it takes you more time to write it, I don't want you to rush it. I want you to write a story that you can be proud of. So what I'm gonna have you do is continue writing. Now, tomorrow's video is a special video. Tomorrow's video is going to be all about our books and how to make them. All right? So if we don't get a chance this week, because time is running out, ladies and gentlemen, so if we don't get a chance this week, at least you'll have this video to show you how to make your own book. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being so awesome. And until the next time I see you, have a great day.